Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama, where titles are won, legends are made, and fields are named after them. Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. A top 25 showdown coming up. Two of college football's premier teams preparing to duke it out right here on this field. As we'll see, the number 13 team in the country, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. Fair catch called for and made. The fans are ready for this one. The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time in late in the season.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Takes a hit as he fires. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
You just got to wonder, too, guys, if the crowd didn't impact the offense. They're playing on the road on the first third down of this football game. Incomplete. The idea here, I think, just punt it away and see if you can regroup because this environment is hostile.
The one thing that can derail this offense, a bunch of 3-and-outs. They won't do that here, but they might go 4-and-out if they don't convert. On fourth down, looking to pass. He'll let it go down the right side. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. Ran the ball on first down. Let's see what they do on second. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Just does not like to be tackled, discarding guys and getting to the 21.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score touchdowns.
Looking to throw on third. And the pass is incomplete here on third down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's why as quarterbacks you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
They are pinned deep, and this crowd is letting them have it. Handoff from the shotgun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. SEC versus the Big Ten. They compete at everything. They try to outspend each other, and they certainly want to beat each other on the field.
So many national championships, so many Heisman trophies. Everybody gets excited when the Big Ten takes on the SEC.
And these games matter so much. The fans get so amped up, so juiced up, to the point where we hear in the stands what? SEC, SEC. They wouldn't say that if conference pride wasn't a real thing.
Now on 1st down from the 30. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. With the running game on 1st down, now back at it. Trying to hit the sideline on the right. To the 43-yard line and a 1st down for this offense.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
Quickly out to the tight end. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
And the Rebels will snap it on 1st and 10. Handoff from the gun. Got room at the 35. Running toward the tape. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down.
You cannot let that happen to you defensively. That is the definition of getting gashed. They didn't have one guy in their front 7 even get a finger on that one.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Rebels! And these guys just score from anywhere out there. After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and they'll get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this morning.
Those outside runs, if they can get the edge like they do, great job by the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle. Safeties come up and tackle. As opposed to linebackers and big defensive players, you get your guy out in space where he can use his speed and his physicality against.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Catch and stride inside the 15. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over 'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive just trying to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking downfield, it's Johns. Fires one high and deep. Makes the grab on the right. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Give to the back. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
They'll try to get it in with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Ooh, and I love the running back here. Running into the blitz, he saw the extra defender. He was able to put his foot in the ground and make a miss. That was a good play.
A run for the quarterback. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Bringing it out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Here comes that Alabama offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position that can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
He's looking to throw it. Takes his shot. He's got it. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Looking to move it through the air. They're trying to get to him. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Alabama quickly back to the line.
And he was held in check in game one, but you're not going to hold him in check for long. And right out the gates.
Looking for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown tie.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What is it?
The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
Going over the top. He caught it. They will score. Touchdown, Alabama. That was just as simple as playing catch in warm-ups.
And this offense felt like they could take advantage of this defense down the field, throwing the football. They've got a lot of speed on the perimeter, and I feel like they've got some matchups they feel they should be winning one-on-one. You saw a great example of it right there.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll call for the fair catch here. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get louder.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Back to pass, it's Johns. Quick completion on the out route. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
You see it so much in college football where they motion a running back out of the backfield. What are they looking for? Man coverage. Are you trying to cover my running back with one of your linebackers? If you are, I'm going to take advantage. I love taking advantage of the mismatch with your running back out in space. Keep doing that.
I think that's an example there on the out route. Receiver just has to know where the first down marker is. You got to stretch the depth of your route a little bit longer to make sure that once you catch it and you go out of bounds, you've already picked up the first. He wasn't able to do that, and now it sets up 4th and short.
He's got it, and they convert. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. They keep attacking through the air. Keeps looking downfield. Pulls it in. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. They'll go with a direct snap. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. They stop him at the 22. 15-yard pickup on the play and a first down just outside the red zone. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Johns. He's moving out of the pocket. He'll try to do it himself.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back, he's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick him up and put him down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys too, so good luck stopping him.
And now a chance to pull even as we get late here in the first half. Calls his own number. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Quarterback keeps it. And they stop him again for no gain, and it will be 3rd down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. You can't hear yourself think on 3rd and goal. On the move. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. And goal from the 4, and look at this. The offense still on the field. They'll go for it. Looking to throw, it's Johns. Quarterback strolling away from Heath. And he's got it! Touchdown, Rebels!
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. We trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
And the extra point is good. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. After the incompletion, they go back up top. He lofts one down the sideline. And he makes the catch inside the 20. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Still looking, on the move. To catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, beat that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. They got it snapped before the play clock ran out. The delay of game pushes the offense back. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Dropping back, it's Johns. He's going to let one fly down the middle. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
You don't get a lot of chances like that in games, guys. Take shots downfield, and when you get open, you got to finish the play. The wideout's going to wish he had that one back.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. He's going to pass on second down. He'll take another shot here. It's caught, and what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Rebels will boot it away to start the second half. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes that Alabama offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback, then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on second and short. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Works his way to the 38 after gaining 5.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. They couldn't stop the offense from picking up that first down on that run play.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. He's going to pass. And he just flat missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Breaks the tackle. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
At the 35, he's open. He's off to the races. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. On the option. Now the toss. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bama! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And they stay on target with the extra point, up 35-21. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Nebraska is just getting blown off the field right now. I've seen some stinkers in my day. This one smells like a pasture. How's that for descriptive?
Offense ready to go back to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Out of the backfield, he's open. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast.
Offenses know and work on it all week. Third downs, we got to be really, really good. This offense not good on this third down. It could come back to bite.
What a turning point this could be. The offense is going for it inside its own 30. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Makes a grab enough for the first. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it in their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Johns. Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield.
And on that play, great job by the receiver working his way through the traffic in the middle of the field. That's a crossing route. It's going to take him a couple seconds to get all the way to the other side of the field, but really nice awareness by him, making the catch, coming up with a big play.
This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. They want to run it left here. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Rebels are flying down the field. Quick touch pass to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Throws toward the end zone. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Tide offense rolls onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They move the tight end all over. Quarterback checking off. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Looking to take a shot. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. And another interception for the Crimson Tide. And Bama has a few ball hawks in this secondary. You might be putting old Hootie Ingram in the sights for his single-season interception record with 10.
And it's hard to find DBs that are going to catch the ball consistently. When you get 1, it's a nice day. But when you get 2, it's a great day. You got a guy ball hawking the football, finding it, creating big plays for this defense.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Alabama 35, Ole Miss 21.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Wants to throw. It's Johns. Pocket starts to collapse. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Getting some heat. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
On third down, he drops to throw. Takes the easy completion. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
I know that was third down, and I know the quarterback's trying to be careful. You don't want to be too greedy, but he had guys open downfield. I think if he had been a little bit more patient and been a little bit more willing to let the play develop, I think he could have converted that with a throw vertically down the field. Instead, he got lazy, checked it down to his running back, and now they're setting up fourth down.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
And now my mindset has to completely change. Listen, we needed points. That's moving. Like, plenty of time left, over 3 minutes on the clock. I got to get me a stop, and I got to get that football back so my offense can score some points.
They want that clock to run. Looks as if he'll get it up to about the 14-yard line.
And every coach in America has a plan for this situation. The first 4 minutes of the game, the last 4 minutes of the game. How I'm going to construct my offense. Most of the time, I got to be physical. Run the football like right here. Run that clock. Get a few first downs, and I can end this football game on offense.
He'll throw one to his right. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Got a lot of running room. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown time!
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. Fair catch called for and made. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He's going to throw deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Well, they take a shot down the field. It's another incompletion. It's really been that kind of story. This defense has made this guy earn it every single play. Really small windows to throw into. One touchdown pass. That's a little bit simple.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Going for it all. And it's picked off for the third time today. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.